Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasis, with me is Artosis. And we just saw InCa.
Sick build, man, but he messed it up.
Well, you know, it's not just about the build order, it's about the execution. And he did not execute that right. I don't know what happened, if his hand slipped on the mouse. I don't know if, I have no idea, but we're a bit surprised by that. So, these guys going in it one more time.
I would like to point out how manly StarCraft is. One misclick and all your stuff dies.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally.
That is the game that we all love.
It's completely manly. This game will make hair grow on your chest.
By the way, sad news.
Yes.
Huck only gets one shot up and down because of that.
I do know that's sad news.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really hard, but I believe.
Yeah, he might be able to come back. We're going to see. Our map is going to be Terminus Ring. It will again be a rematch against InCa and Rain, since they are both tied right now. And, you know, we need one of these players to go down to up and down, the other one to move on, and the code has to journey to be the champion of this season. It's game time. Let's get ready. Head-to-head here. TVP, Rain against InCa here at the GSL. Over here in the center right, we have our player. Very smart player, bad execution in that previous game, and one of the best PvPers in the world.
OGS InCa.
See, InCa's execution there was quite good. He kept the Void Rays focused.
He didn't right-click on that Singer too hard.
He didn't activate Guardian Shield too fast in that video. And down here in the bottom center, player, he's been in the finals, but he's been having a tough time lately due to his sort of overly specific style. Due to his overly specific style. A lot of Rain fans here in the audience supporting him today. And I want to point out, there are so many non-Koreans in the audience. It's actually insane.
Many.
All right, thank you to LG, Intel, and G-Skill for making this event possible. Looks like the alarms are going up at that ramp. Red thing spinning around. Wheel. Protoss on the map. What are you looking at, Artosis?
I'm looking at some of these hologram things on the map and what they show. This one shows like a rib cage with a heart in it. It's weird.
It's like Princess Leia's body scan. Help me, Obi-Wan. I have heart disease. We're like, oh.
Oh, that was actually really funny for some reason.
Thank you. Now, it looks like the depot is going to finish along with the barracks. This probe should not be able to get any of these SCVs here.
You know, one of my favorite ways to harass with a probe? I attack whatever SCV, right? And then they come to attack me and stuff, and I attack down until my shields are gone, then you just run around for a little bit, and then suddenly all your shields come back. You can kill SCVs, you like just damage a bunch, because there's a lot of times where SCVs come out to repair stuff, and you can just pick these things off because they're doing it quick. Heat of the moment, every little thing tasteless.
Well, I mean, StarCraft isn't always a game like we saw with InCa's where it's you know, it all boils down to one moment.
No, oftentimes it's little tiny things.
Exactly, it's several little things throughout the game.
InCa, no sinking gas quite yet. Looks like he is probably just going to go for a fast expansion here. Could be a 3 warp gate though.
Yeah, warp gate coming here. And I'm really interested to see how this whole metagame is going to change when we get this new patch out. Because a lot of the warp gate rushes process are doing,
you know what?
Can't happen.
It's awesome with this new patch that they're thinking about putting, all these new changes they're thinking about putting in Tasteless, is they're going to make the actual gateways build units faster than a warping. So that's actually going to make you think, okay, do I want warp gates now or do I want gateways now? And that's actually, I think that adds so much that there's actually a choice now instead of, oh, you always want warp gates no matter what.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about getting warp gates right away. You kind of have to, because
there has to be some tension in the choice.
Well, there has to be a fork in the road.
Field versus scan is pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
But warp gate versus no warp gate right now is not, but will be soon, which is just, I love it.
I like it because, hold that thought, we have, we're not going to get a shot of it, but InCa did peek with the bunker, up where the bunker was, excuse me. And InCa's, he's going to take another main. Nope, not another main, excuse me. This mini map we have on my left screen is too small. Over here, he's going to do standard fast expand.
Yeah, just 3 warp gate into expand. Very safe because Rain does do a lot of all-ins. It's going to make him safe against whatever he does. But Rain is teching up and expanding himself. I think he's probably going to go Banshee. He's really pooling a lot of gas, having gotten the reactor on his barracks.
You know, with some of these builds, if you're going to go Dark Templars or Banshees, you might even want to get your refinery before the barracks. If you're pretty sure they're not going to rush you. You'll have so much more extra gas.
That is true.
And it's hard for them to actually tell. You know, but
especially if you're walling in.
If I don't know if you click on an opponent's, like let's say an assimilator, and they've already built in the gas that they have an assimilator. Can you see how much gas they have left in there?
Yes.
It's not yours. All right, it's not just observer mode. Okay.
I do believe you can.
I'm not entirely sure, but it just occurred to me that'd be one way you could check for a build like that. And in fact, I think that's something in the future. If we keep training and doing stuff like that, that's something people should just learn.
Oh yeah.
That way you can click on their gas
It's
and you can see what they're doing.
SCV counting and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, there's an SCV missing.
Yeah.
Well,
InCa's,
tries a little pressure there.
I think InCa's trying to make it look like he's wanting to do another all-in here. When in fact, he's completely vulnerable. And that's the kind of InCa that I like to watch play.
Yes.
He's very sneaky.
He's a trickster.
He's a sneaky snake.
He's a sneaky snake.
Attacking the depot that Terran does not own. It'd be funny if you could capture that like it's a Warcraft 3 campaign.
A little bit in balance.
Yeah, man. Some of your first SCVs out there?
We do have a siege tank out. Siege mode just about done. Placing in such a position to hit the stalkers. So, you know, he's going to be completely safe against anything InCa does early on. Observer is on the way. So it looks like Rain is just going to go for a Siege Tank Marine. Now, will he hit a timing, or will he play a more passive style, taking more bases? I tend to think because it's Rain, he's going to go for the timing version. And the thing is, InCa has everything he needs to work towards stopping that. You know, he has the Observer. He's going to be able to check out what's going on. So that means he has the robotics up. And, in fact, he's throwing down a Twilight Council right now. That is one great way to stop it. I personally prefer the Speed Zealots and get the Colossus a little bit slower. There's nothing like charge lots against Marine Siege Tank timing pushes, Tasteless. Nothing quite like it.
Well, I mean, they wreck everything so fast. And some of these pushes, we've seen a little bit recently, I should say, also on Terminus, but we can have it on this map too, is the Raven being incorporated.
Yes.
With a point defense throne.
Certainly. And that's not too useful against Speed Zealots either.
Yeah.
Rain adding more barracks, more reactors as well.
And looks like we're going to see a pretty standard Marine Siege Tank push here.
Yeah, it does look like it. In fact, he's getting a starport as well now. 4 barracks total. 1 tech lab gets his upgrades.
I'm missing something. Does he have stim?
No, he's just getting his tech lab.
So
it's going to be, if it is a timing, it's going to be a late timing.
Yeah, I was about to say, normally we see
lot
stim
of units
picked up on a lot sooner. So he might not even have Marauders with his army.
Ooh.
Oh, combat
InCa.
shield first.
InCa getting 3 more gates and going Immortals right now with this charge.
Huh.
Very interesting. So maybe use the Zealots to keep the Marines busy.
He just took out the Automaton 2000.
That could have been a Tasteless
That could have been a Tasteless or a Tosa spot. I'm sorry, Rain.
It's terrible. It's a terrible travesty.
Those guys are our distant cousins.
Cousin to the Automaton 2000.
Yeah. No, he's actually, it looks like he's going to push. No, he's not. He's sieging up again.
Just selling off his bunkers. Doesn't need them.
Yep.
Templar Archives on the way. So he's actually not even going to go Colossus. Going to go for Psystorm instead. It's a fine choice.
I think what he wanted to do is make a few Immortals in case there were Marauders in the group, because Marauders, even though Zealots with charge are not as bad as Zealots without charge against Marauders. And Immortal is really what's going to kill off everything.
Well, here we go. Rain is walking out. He does have a medevac. Going for that combat shield first to make his stuff live longer. He is getting +1 as well. Out comes the army of InCa.
And he's actually going to
get
there right as combat shields finish.
He's hiding most of his army. He wants his opponent to come in here. And those Immortals, he's going to have to target them. Look at this. InCa's going to break down these rocks, but this might be a little slow. He actually should have just gone out.
I think InCa's just should not have let the Terran just siege up over here.
The worst choice. That was not a good choice at all, Tasteless.
I think InCa may have just cost himself the game here.
Possibly.
If enough bunkers to get up, man. What are you going to do? Now, there's another Automaton. I hope that one manages to live. Let's see here, though.
Here we go. Charge lots coming in. And, well, he force fields that in. Targeting on the siege tanks with those Immortals. And most of those Marines were on a move command instead of firing, unfortunately. And loses a lot more than he actually had to there, but still gonna hold. Absolutely not the way you want to engage that. When you see that coming and you have charge lots, what you do is you go out, because tanks without siege mode, they aren't going to be able to siege up in time. You can just run out and start bashing his army. Instead, he actually force fielded in the Marines, and then only a few of his zealots were attacking at a time.
Yeah,
everything went wrong for InCa. Everything went wrong for him.
Uh-oh, and he's using, a beautiful use of the Warp Prism. He can warp stuff in on both sides. Uh-oh, careful. Careful, InCa. Again, the
Psystorm is on the way, but very, very late. Against Bunker Siege Tank might not be all that useful, especially considering it's like not even close to then. He's probably just going to morph Archons with his Templars that he's working with.
Well, you know, right now Rain has to get over here and get this Nexus. He can't keep wasting time.
Oh no, taking some siege damage there. Stim is on the way, and when Stim finishes, that's going to be even worse.
He may actually use the Warp Prism to drop onto the siege tank, similar to StarCraft 1 strategy. Bulldog. Again, if these bunkers get up there and tanks get any closer, InCa's going to have to attack. InCa most likely chrono boosting at his gateways.
InCa does have +1 armor, so that's going to help out a little bit.
A lot of it.
And he does get supply blocks. Things are getting worse and worse for InCa. He's waiting for his Psystorm to finish, and now it does finish. There's not a lot of Marines out, though, to be Psystorm.
Well, most of the Marines are actually in the bunkers, yeah.
Yeah. And as those 2 extra bunkers finish, man.
This all goes back to that moment InCa tried to destroy the rocks in a moment that was far too late. He's now basically in range of the Nexus, and you can see Rain's been pretty patient about not sending his stuff forward here.
Yeah, he's actually turtling up a little bit. And I guess that's it. Here we go. Some DTs being put in, but a scan going down as well. Got some High Templars in there. Psystorming the Marines. Good Psystorms. But does he have enough to actually break this bunker line?
He's got those Immortals in the tanks. You know what? I think he actually managed to hold that off.
Still the bunkers left, and, well, does he have another Psystorm? No, and the Archon just kind of sitting there.
But here comes phase 2, which Rain patiently held back because he didn't want to have that intercepted. There is a DT going to the main.
Bam! Nice eject on those Marines. And a DT in his base. Yeah, very nice move there. We do have 75 supply for Protoss, 89 for Terran. And now InCa has to be careful here. Oh no, loses that Archon. Torque unit. And,
I don't know if Rain actually knows this is happening.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scans saved up. So actually, I think he's just going to go kill his opponent here. Guarding pylons, he's got enough scans.
No more warp gates.
He can lift off buildings. DTs can't hit flying buildings. This base trade is not going to work out.
20 kills over here. The Stark Templar is a badass, but regardless, at the end of the day, the guy with the bigger army in a situation like this is going to be the winner. InCa, I think, is probably very disappointed in himself. 2 big blunders, I think, by InCa that allowed Rain to have all this success over here.
Yeah, he definitely should not have gone around to those rocks to try to bust him. Should have moved out much quicker, not let any tanks get into siege mode in any good positions. And that is going to be it, man. We're going to be seeing a GG momentarily here, I do believe.
InCa's gone. Unbelievable game here. Yeah. Rain's fans in the audience going very happy. And
they're going the happiest I've ever seen.
I know, right? I said it, I'm like, well, that's not proper English, but I'll just let that one go. And as you can see,
let it go.
I never let go.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think InCa have enough money to make it to the base.
The thing is, InCa's supply is like all in probes right now. He has 4 DTs, 5 Zealots, and 3 High Templars. He does not have enough money for another Nexus. All his Nexuses are gone. At this point, Barracks could fly to the corner, and Rain could never, ever die. Wait, he is making a Nexus in the top. Never mind, that's why he didn't have money. He already told it to build.
2 Nexuses. So, Rain is going to return home.
And Tasteless, the Stalker from the Sun, NS Hoso San match is here.
Oh, he's here. We don't have a shot of him now.
He's actually about to lose a command center to one side.
Over here. No one leaves here alive.
And that command center.
He needs that command center.
It dies to one stalker. Ouch. Now he does have enough energy for several scans more. GT's being split up. Takes one out.
Well, we thought that he didn't have enough money to make the Nexuses, but he apparently just input the command to do it a while ago. So InCa's now spread on the map, but he doesn't have endless scans. Oh,
he's actually making multiple next side.
Got the Warp Prism.
Scan does kill a lot of Marines.
He did lose a lot of Marines.
29 supply
Storm
to
kills a lot of Marines, yeah.
35. Now, he's actually just trying to get enough money right now. Oh, look at that. Nice draw. InCa, right now, his units, 1 Stalker, 5 Zealots, 1 Dark Templar. I mean, he's doing a good job being scrappy here, man.
Can we check what the energy is in the command center?
Yep, it has 131, so
2 scans.
No possibility of him really dying to the single Dark Templar.
Tense moment here for Rain, because Rain's saying, wait a minute, I just killed his Nexus. Why is it not being revealed? He doesn't know what his opponent has. You got to stay focused in a situation like this.
To make a Raven.
Oh, that is smart.
You can call down supplies twice to, and it, oh my god, man.
Oh my god, the Raven's actually supply blocked.
He called down supplies twice to try to get a Raven started, and he never hit enough supply to do it. He did not hit enough supply to do it, so now Rain just wasted 2 call down supplies. That could have been 2 mules or 2 scans, and now he's making this turret.
And you know what, those Zealots, that's just barely enough.
Dude, this is... Oh
InCa looks like he's actually engineered a way to get back into the game to do the impossible.
Well, we're going to have to see, man, because if Rain just keeps microing his Marines with his medevac, so he's dropping them again, yeah, he's going to be able to out-micro these 5 Zealots. Here we go.
Micro machines here. And he's got 4 Zealots. The
14 probes against 3 SCVs, man. He's going to be able to start production again relatively soon.
He needs to get power at those gateways over there.
He only has 1 powered, yeah.
The engineering bay has been just
he's actually
destroyed.
sneaking a probe over there right now to repower them.
Right, he needs to. He's going to heal up and drop yet again. You know, it takes a little while for the medevacs to unload.
He's actually warping in new units.
Every probe counts. Everything counts here.
I'm actually...
This is why InCa never fails to impress me. Now, I think what he needs to do is actually leave behind 1 bunker with Marines in it and actually just do a push at this Nexus over here on the left. And after he gets a Raven. I mean, that's actually what he needs to do.
Agreed.
Because
he's at 34 of 27 supply right now.
I think Rain's price.
He's still on 3 SCVs, man.
He's not even making SCVs. He's making that Raven. Well, you know what he can do? If he gets 1 Raven, actually all he needs is Raven. He gets 1 Raven, he just lifts off everything.
Well, here's the thing. He might have enough units in time.
Well, that's why he's got to hurry.
Powered all of his warp gates. He has 5 powered warp gates here. This is actually, like, kind of weird, man, because, to be perfectly honest, Rain had this 100 trillion%. After InCa had screwed up and then lost everything, it was, like, Rain's game to lose by far. But, I mean, like, I was ready to just get up and go home and be like, all right, guys, it was fun. We'll see you later. But Rain has, like, bungled this, man.
Yeah, that's a good word choice there, too. This game has been seriously bungled. Is that Observer going to get hit?
He just used a scan to get that Observer. Kind of an interesting choice considering he has no economy to use that instead of a mule. And it looks like he is just going to go for an attack.
He said lights out on the Observer, and that means Protoss is not in the know anymore about what's going on, which means he could be hit any minute. He just has to be prepared.
Dude, he has 3 High Templars. That's going to be 3 Psi Storms.
Oh.
And those Psi Storms against these full energy medevacs, he can take them out with feedbacks instantly. And that would not be good. Something like, he could actually do 2 Psi Storms and 2 feedbacks. You could kill both medevacs, get all the Marines in deep red, and kill everything with speed zealots, and he'll win. Which is like the most ridiculous comeback considering he was 100% dead. Good scrappy play by InCa and really messed up play by Rain.
Well, Rain, you know, he had the opportunity, but you got to close the deal. Never get too relaxed. You got to close the deal, yo.
And here we go.
Oh, bad siege positioning.
Yeah, really bad siege. Does target down a High Templar. Psi Storm going off. He runs into the Psi Storm, runs out of the Psi Storm.
That I cannot believe I'm actually seeing this. Rain had the game, but just couldn't keep it together. And wow, man, that is going to be GG.
Yeah,
I know we said all a while ago it was GG for the other player. Well, we were right that time, but
he messed up so badly.
Oh my God!
Rain has to be devastated when he actually watches that game later. Look, he's like, "Oh my God, what just happened?
What a
I
game
was dead."
from InCa, man! What a comeback he had. He didn't give up.
I
He didn't
guarantee
lay
you 3 or
down in
4
the
times.
snow and die.
No, he did not.
kept fighting Artosis.
Dude, I guarantee you 3 or 4 times he had his finger over G, ready to type GG. Probably typed GG, erased it. Rain, I think Rain doesn't even realize how badly he messed up there. You literally lost the game to like 1 DT drop in his base.
Yeah.
And then like, he had so many scans, man. He could just walk across the map and floated stuff. Like,
well, there was a million different ways that he could have gotten out of that. And there's Hug, InCa spread. These guys all just so happy, so proud of him. Trust me, we're not the only ones that thought that game was actually over, man. That was
I mean,
no way. I couldn't
the
believe
stars aligned in Rain's bad play and InCa's scrappiness.
Apparently, InCa is able to make the universe bend itself into a pretzel for his will.
Did you know, Tasteless, it's games like this. This is the reason why sometimes a guy is dead for 50 minutes and won't leave the game in TBT.
Yeah.
It's because of stuff like this, man.
It's very true. Crushing defeat here for Rain. He has to be disappointed. I'm sure even in his mind during that game when he was destroying his opponent's Nexuses, Nexi, he said, I got it. I could do it. I'm going to move on into Kodas. The other people said I couldn't, but I'm proving them wrong. And then look what happened. Crushing.
Proved him right. Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But, that's what makes this show so good, is that there is so much drama, so much... so many stories going on here at the GSL. Will Rain ever manage to come back and be a player who's worthy of the finals? I don't know. But I wish him the best of luck in the up and down matches.
Yeah.
Here's a round of 16. Take it away, Artosis.
Day 1, we are going to have Supernova against OGS Top, MVP Genius against OGS Nada, and TSL Clyde against TSL Killer, ST Virus against OGS.
It's going to be so good. Now on to day 2.
Pult Prime.we against SC4U. I'm Lucira against Slayer's Alicia. Oh no. Nesty against Fruit Dealer. What? And Any Pro Prime, the rematch against Jelizerg. Jelizerg ripped him apart.
He did.
Last GSL season.
Yeah.
So we will see if Any Pro has got some new tricks up his sleeve.
Man, what a day we had today. I can't believe that was a great game to end the day on. That InCa Rain game. Man. And I'm just totally blown away by that comeback. So all of you at home, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real treat today to cast these games.
It has indeed.
Yeah.
I always enjoy coming into Kodas Tasteless.
Love Kodas.
It's pretty awesome.
So please spread the word about the GSL. We love esports. This is easily the biggest, most successful esports show of all time. And we're continuing to get bigger and bigger. We've been improving our servers since we have so many people from all over the world tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a good day today.
It was.
Yes. Today was good.
You sound like a Klingon or something. Like, it was a good death. It was a good day. It's like you're pulling the arrow out of your chest and stuff.
Please join us again. And don't forget to check out Code with Doa and Mole Trap. And... we're going to
let's take a look at the Code matches.
Yep.
And it's going to be MMA against Hyperdub, Nuts against Bomber, ooh, Creator against Ryung, Slayer's Boxer against Alive. Ooh, that should be pretty good. Guys, make sure you check that out and check out that interview I gave to Mole Trap and Della on artosis.tv.
Yeah. Definitely check that out.
They have a lot to say. They're really great guys.
You're so good at interviews.
Thank you.
You're like the Katie Couric.
She's like the Artosis of the news.
She is. She's like the Artosis of the news.
She's such a poser, man.
Poser?
She so wants to be
She's a
me.
Zerg
She can
player
never
too.
be me.
So
that
please,
nub, she should have switched to Protoss. LOL. She said, ugh. I can't keep up with the creep terms. I'm like, LOL. I have like a stalker and observer. I'm like, bye, Katie Couric.
Again, though, please spread the word. Please, 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 about the GSL. It's been very exciting for us here at Golem TV to see all the new people coming in here. Yeah. Our studio nowadays is almost completely filled with non-Koreans.
We've had more non-Koreans than Koreans, I think, every Kodas day this season.
Yeah. People are actually just flying out here.
Just to see a GSL.
Just to see a GSL.
It's like a $2,000 to see it. It's
I know.
like they have to listen to it in Korean because that's what's piped in here.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Poor guys.
I love them.
No, it's good. It's good to meet the people that watch the show and stuff, and they always turn out to be cool baller nerds, true hero nerds. So it's a lot of fun. We enjoy that. And if you cannot come out here, I won't take it personally. I'm a very sensitive guy.
Yeah.
So let us know what you like about the show on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm Call Me Tasis, @Artosis, and @GomTVNet. I've also yet to go through several tweets of mine, but I've actually put a lot of the pro gamers Twitter accounts up there, and I'm continuing to do that. IM team should have Twitter accounts soon. I did speak with the coach.
We've been bugging these guys for you. Twitter's such a great way. I've had so many people tweet at me. They're like, "Thank you for introducing me."
Yeah, you get all these nice people,
nice.
and if somebody says something mean to me,
I get,
I just say, "Oh, you don't exist anymore," and I block them. So it's a great program.
I have all these news feeds from sites. Like every site has a Twitter. I just add it, and it tells me when there's a new news. Man.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good tool. All right, well, that does it for today. Thank you so much for joining us for Artosis and myself. This is the GSL. See you guys tomorrow.
Picture of the cheap stuff, to chase the taste of these cheap shots,